Okay, this is the matter of Michael Nichols, Professor Horowitz.
Yes.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Alyssa Harrison on behalf of Mr. Michael Nichols.
This is the matter of Michael Nichols. Michael Nichols has his license, has been suspended for a period of time.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. What do you want to say on Mr. Michael's behalf?
So he is a 66-year-old veteran, Your Honor. He served in the Army back in 76 and 77. He was honorably discharged. He recently came to the clinic as a client from Operation Stand Down. He's trying to get back on his feet, so we're asking the court to dismiss all of the prior tickets that he has so that he can begin to get his license back.
Well, I just had an opportunity to peruse the offenses. Most of them were, there was only one that was following too closely, but that was 22 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these range from 18 to 22 years ago.
Yes, Your Honor.
We always take into consideration the service to our country of veterans, and we'll certainly do that in this case. So because of the remoteness of time and because of the nature of the offenses, you know, I think I'll take your recommendation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Nichols, what branch of the service did you serve in?
United States Army.
Yeah, and where did you serve?
All in stateside. I was Fort Dix for training, and then I was stationed in Fort Hood, Texas.
And how long were you in the service?
2 years.
2 years?
Yes.
Yeah. I had a brother who was in the service. He served at Fort Dix as well. I remember it very well because I was in college at the time, and my parents insisted that every Sunday we had to visit my brother, and I had to drive the car. And my mother also insisted on filling the trunk with a bunch of food. So she'd have enough pasta and other Italian delicacies, you know, to serve the entire battalion. And then we'd go there on Sunday and go to a campground. And then I'd have to drive back. And then on one occasion, it just reminded me of Fort Dix. My dad said to me, my brother's name was Anthony, he says, Anthony is being shipped out to Germany.
Wow.
So he's going to be there for 18 months. So we have to go by and give him farewell. So I said, oh, great. So we drove up the night before. I drove, and my dad said, we have to be there, you know, at 5 o'clock in the morning. So we drove up and stayed in this little roadside, for lack of a better word, motel. It was as big as a closet, right? And my dad woke me up at 4 o'clock, and he says, we got to get going. So I'm planning this big reunion with my brother. I'm going to hug him and say goodbye and all of that, right? And so we drive to the gate. My dad parks the car, and we're waiting and waiting, and 6 o'clock comes, and this bus is coming out. My father said, here he is. I said, here he is. So my brother's in the window of the bus. He waves, and we wave, you know, and the bus takes off. My dad looked at me, he says, good, he says. He said, we saw him off.
Oh, that's great.
You know? And it just goes to show, he was just a very, number one, my dad's love for my brother, and a parent would do that, you know, and he was satisfied. And he says, now Anthony saw us, we're all set.
That's great.
So I know a lot about Fort Dix.
Yes.
All right, but that's my story. Talking about your story, thanks to the representation of counsel, the matters are all going to be dismissed, so whatever hold there is on your license will be removed from this court.
Yes, sir.
Someday there's going to be a statue for people from Operation Stand Down here, and there's also going to be, I always knew we were going to put one for Professor Horowitz. Now we're going to have to make a new one also for Lisa, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, congratulations. Matters are dismissed.
Thank you,
You
Your
get
Honor.
cleared at the registry, and don't speed. I don't want to see you here again.
No, sir. No, sir. You won't see me again.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck.